with the prayer. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, friend, beloved God, great Masters, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Mahashaya, Swami Shri Yukteswar, and Paramahansa Yogananda, saints of all religions, we humbly bow at your feet. Divine Mother, great Masters, may we say yes to life always.
May we say yes to life always.
Whatever comes to us in life
Whatever comes to us in life
comes from you.
comes from you.
May we accept it
May we accept it
joyfully and willingly.
joyfully and willingly.
Help us see your presence
Help us see your presence
in everything,
in everything,
and help us experience your joy
and help us experience your joy
in whatever we do.
in whatever we do.
You are the doer.
You are the doer.
You are the source of all power.
You are the source of all power.
Fill us with your energy
Fill us with your energy
and uplift us,
and uplift us.
purify us.
Purify us.
May we be one with you.
May we be one with you.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let's chant.
We'll start with the invocation. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Brahmanandam Parama Sukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurti Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalam Achalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Triguna-rahitam Sadgurum Tvam Namami. Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu cha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Hare Guru. Let's all sing along. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, 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 Hare Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Hare Guru, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Hare Guru, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare 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 Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Hare Guru, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Hare Guru, 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 Hare Hare. We'll take this chant into meditation. I am the bubble, make me the sea, by our Guru Yogananda ji. You might need the chant book for this one, and if you need it, please raise your hand and someone will give it to you. And someone can tell me the page number also. Page number 14. So do thou, my Lord, so do thou, my Lord, thou and I never apart, thou and I never apart. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea, wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. Oh, I am the bubble, make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. So do thou, my Lord, so do thou, my Lord, thou and I never apart, thou and I never apart. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. Oh, I am the bubble, make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. So do thou, my Lord, so do thou, my Lord, thou and I never apart, thou and I never apart. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. Make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. So do thou, my Lord, so do thou, my Lord, thou and I never apart, thou and I never apart. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. So do thou, my Lord, so do thou, my Lord, thou and I never apart, thou and I never apart. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. The bubble, make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh make me the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. I am the bubble, make me 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 the sea. Let us take all our devotion inward, continuing with the same prayer. I am the bubble, make me the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. Let us expand our consciousness in the presence of God as we meditate for a few minutes.
While still meditating, listen to these words of Swami Kriyananda on good health. Good health is more than the state of not being ill. It is a radiant state of inner well-being. Physical illness may be cured by medicines. No medicine, however, can induce that state of boundless energy which comes when every cell in the body cooperates with the mind willingly, joyfully, in all that it seeks to do. Such radiant well-being comes after the mind has been cleared of every shadow of unwillingness, of fear, and of doubt, when one has learned to say yes to life, and when one has learned to love. Let's repeat this affirmation first loudly. My body cells obey my will.
My body cells obey my will.
They dance with divine vitality.
They dance with divine vitality.
I am well.
I am well.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I am a flowing river of boundless power and energy.
I am a flowing river of boundless power and energy.
In a normal voice, my body cells obey my will. They dance with divine vitality. I am well. I am strong. I am a flowing river of boundless power and energy. Now in whisper, my body cells obey my will. They dance with divine vitality. I am well. I am strong. I am a flowing river of boundless energy, power and energy. Now mentally only, focusing at the point between the eyebrows. My body cells obey my will. They dance with divine vitality. I am well. I am strong. I am a flowing river of boundless power and energy. Let's silently pray also. Almighty source of all that is right and good, help me to see my strength as an expression of thy infinite power. Let me banish the darkness of disease. It is forever foreign to thy light. Om. Once again, welcome to Satsang. Today's topic is Say Yes to Life. Swami Kriyananda said, if there is anyone he ever knew who did exactly this, that was his guru, Paramahansa Yogananda. Swamiji continued that Yoganandaji did deny delusion, but always in an affirmative manner, affirming God, affirming life's joy. He didn't feel the need to exclude the world and its beauties. Yes, there are some people who approach life by denying them, saying, Swami Kriyananda also mentions about meeting a sadhu who said, oh, you should not even enjoy a beautiful sunset. No, don't enjoy beautiful scenery, no beautiful music, no good things. nothing else except for God. This attitude of non-attachment is important and necessary, but it doesn't mean we cannot enjoy life. If we enjoy it in the wrong way, with attachment, with sense pleasure, yes, of course, it doesn't give us true happiness. But if we enjoy it in the right way, without attachment, while being centered in our true self, then we see God in everything and everyone, and we can enjoy life abundantly and freely. That's what Yogananda ji did, and so did Swami Kriyananda. To say yes to life is to open ourselves to the flow of God's energy and grace, to be receptive to what God gives us, to be receptive to God's will and cooperate with His will. Many of you must have heard that we often say in the spiritual path, 25% is our own effort, 25% is Guru's effort on our behalf, and 50% is God's grace. So this attitude of saying yes to life, being open to life, is how we can tap that 75% that Guru and God is responsible for. This attitude greatly increases the possibility of how far we can grow spiritually. Paramahansa Yogananda used the analogy of a gas stove. Human beings are like the individual jets of flame on the gas stove, and God is the gas coming from the pipe underneath. The larger the opening of that jet, the larger the stronger the flame. And similarly, the more open we are to the flow of God's grace, then the greater the light and the power that or inspiration that we experience in our life. But the smaller the opening of the jet, then the smaller the flame. And similarly, when we close ourselves off from God's grace, then what we get in our life becomes also limited. And looking back, I was also like that, before I came onto the spiritual path. I was always sincere and hardworking in whatever I did. And I thought that was saying yes to life. But actually, I was just operating from the level of the ego consciousness that I have to do it, I have to make it happen. I can rely just on myself. And as a result, I was tensed, worried, and I was tightening that pipe through which the gas, that God's infinite creative power was coming. Then how much could I achieve? Naturally, it was limited. But once you are able to loosen that grip, then and let the God's power flow through into you, then Swamiji says, you will be amazed that everything in your life will start to shine more and more brightly. And this attitude of saying yes to life, to be willing in life, requires faith in God. When an unexpected opportunity comes to you, what is your response? Sometimes we might say, oh, am I capable? Am I worthy? Maybe, I'm too busy right now. Let me wait until things get settled, and so forth. There are always two opposing forces within us. And one says yes, and the other immediately says, no, 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 wait. This fear or doubt is actually the lack of faith in God. Because if you truly believe you are a child of God and that He loves you, He supports you, He's always on your side, then what are you afraid of? Whatever comes to you comes from God, and He's giving it to you because He thinks you can do it. In this, human world, material world, more attention goes to the result, what you have achieved, rather than the process, how you did it. But spiritually speaking, God is watching always our attitude, how we did it, especially how in our heart, what was going on in our heart as we did things. Just recently, one day, I had many things to do. I thought so. And in the morning, I told myself, today I am going to do this, this, this. I'm focused, I'll be efficient, and I'll be done with everything by 5 p.m. Perfect plan. Okay. I sat at my desk, the phone rang, and it was some inquiry about, like they were basically asking, okay, can you do a yoga and meditation class? Like, okay, yeah, yes. But they were like, yes, give me proposal right now. Okay. So I started working on it, finished. Now someone walks in, asks question, and we speak, and then done. And another person comes, and we go into a deep discussion of what is the purpose of life, this true meaning of life. I mean, it's great, but then one after another like that, and the last final thing was, I came back to the desk like in the evening, 5 o'clock. Some drilling work starts right next to us. Nothing has been done at 5 p.m. And I started laughing. Divine Mother is having fun. She's just watching me, testing me how I would respond. We always have a choice to get irritated and stressed out, or to accept it joyfully and do the best we can, however imperfect it might be. Whether to let the energy go down and say, make a sigh, or to respond with a rising energy, say, okay, now let me see what I can do. We want to create that positive flow of energy and create positive magnetism. It is okay, even if we really don't know what's going to happen or how we are going to do. Swami Kriyananda said, energy is that which really determines whatever you can do in life to achieve success. If you want to succeed, it doesn't depend so much of what you do, but it depends much more on the kind of energy that you put out. And God will take care of the rest. All the things I was worried about, that got taken care of without any problem. I'll end with this story. You might have heard in the Old Testament, there is the story of Moses leading the people of Israel out of Egypt. And at some point, they come to the Red Sea, and they don't know how to cross the sea. The Egyptians are coming after them. So the Moses prayed to God, and God told him that cross, you can cross the sea. And of course, we know the story that the sea got divided and people could walk through the ground. But the legend says, interestingly, that the sea didn't split until the first people stepped into the water. What does it say? It says we have to take that action. We have to say yes, and we have to take action with faith, and only then God will respond. But if we love God, if we really believe in Him, we also know that, as this story shows, that He will respond in an incredible way. Jai Guru.
Hey, good morning, everyone. How is everybody? Okay, once more, how is everybody? Very good. So Yogananda ji, as many of you know, would almost never start a lecture until he urged the audience to meet him at his energy level. And disciples would ask, for example, Rajarsi Janakananda, who was Yogananda ji's most advanced male disciple, because Rajarsi kept having all these spiritual visions and beautiful experiences, and other disciples asked him, why don't we have this experience? So Rajarsi said, let me ask Master. So Master said simply, they have to come to my level. I am not going to come to their level, right? And saying yes is one of the most fundamental things, attitudes of discipleship, of being on the spiritual path. Recently, I was in seclusion and I was rereading the autobiography of a yogi, and I came across in the chapter, the years in my master's hermitage, where Sri Yukteswar ji is having a big spiritual festival or a spiritual fair, just like we do. And throughout the day, there are many things happening. Disciples are cooking food, just as we all make sandwiches at the back of the building, and chanting is going on just like we do, and classes and everything else. And all the disciples, including Yogananda ji, are busy with preparations, with managing the event. And then the event gets over at 10 p.m. and now they have to wind up again, just as we do. And so he was cleaning, and finally by midnight everything is over, and Sri Yukteswar ji tells Yogananda ji that I'm very pleased with your efforts in the past few days and today, and you may sleep in my room tonight. And Yogananda ji is so happy. Such a great blessing. I never thought I could have this blessing. So they all, both of them, go to the bedroom and go to sleep. And hardly a few minutes pass when, if you know the story, Sri Yukteswar ji gets up and says, "Oh, I see that some of my disciples are late and they are coming by the 1 a.m. train. So let's get up and prepare some food for them." And Yogananda ji says, "Oh, Guruji, I don't think anyone will come so late at night." And then Sri Yukteswar ji says very calmly, "You have worked hard, you take rest, I'll make the food." And so Yogananda ji meekly follows after this mild, sarcastic chastisement. And then Sri Yukteswar ji blesses him again and says, "Today you have conquered the fear of hard work, and never will you be bothered by tiredness or fatigue ever again." And I had somewhat of a similar experience with the spiritual fairs. And the last few years, I have helped serve in 8 or 10 spiritual fairs. And, as you all know, we do it together, energy builds up, the Sunday comes, busy, giving classes, doing so many things. And by the end of the day, after everything is done, I can just think of one thing, which is my bed and my pillow. And I go to bed with that thought. I have gone in past years that, oh, we did so much. I gave this topic, class on this topic, and that happened. And every thought starts weighing down on my mind. I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired. And next morning, I wake up after sleeping for 10, 12 hours, and I am still feeling tired, and barely I make through the day, and I need 2 or 3 days to recover. So at some point, I thought, this doesn't seem like a very yogic attitude. So let me try to change this thing in me. And I started affirming, first of all, that, whatever I'm doing, it's not my energy. God is giving me the energy to do it. And so His energy is unlimited. You take a little bit out of infinity, you still have a lot. So by the end of the day, I would resist all thoughts of tiredness, of unwillingness. And then I would simply admit, yes, my body is tired, so I'm going to sleep, but I have a lot of energy. So then I was finally able to cure myself of this. Swami Kriyanandaji called this the unwillingness monster, right? And so then I would wake up fresh, like usual, after the spiritual fair, go through my day, and everything would be fine. But it's an attitude of the mind. As Chika was saying in the affirmation she was reading, when you say yes, every body cell obeys your will. But when you think, oh no, when will I watch my Netflix? When will I get to sleep? I could rather be doing this. Then all these thoughts act as static, blockages of energy within us that make us tired and don't help us to be successful at all. Sister Gyanamata, who was another advanced disciple of Yoganandaji, used to say that when the Guru asks you to do something, say yes and make it snappy, right? So don't say, oh, let me check my calendar if I'm free. No, first say yes and then figure out how you're going to make it happen. And that is what opens our lives to the grace that flows from the Gurus. I remember another experience. This was something that happened when I was helping lead a pilgrimage to Babaji's cave. And just before, this was maybe 4 years ago, and just before that pilgrimage, I had gone to visit our centers in Singapore and Malaysia, a short visit, 6 days. But I landed at 10 p.m., just the day before I was supposed to lead this pilgrimage. And as soon as I had gotten on the plane to go to Singapore, I had started getting high fever, chills, all sorts of problems, which never got cured during my trip because I couldn't just walk into a hospital in Singapore, apparently. So no one could diagnose what I was having, and all these symptoms continued. And on top of everything, I developed these terrible sores in my mouth and my throat. So every time I would drink or eat something, I would have to suffer some pain before that food would reach my stomach. So I was in that sort of condition, and I knew that I'm supposed to lead another trip for 4 days. And so I tried my best. It was an affirmation, it was not a reality for me, but I tried my best to affirm that I'm well, everything will be fine. And when we got on to leading that pilgrimage, I was with Keshavaji in the bus, and one of my main duties was to keep chanting. Now I was in a big dilemma because the more I chant, the thirstier I get, the more water I drink, the more pain I suffer. So I was thinking, I don't know how I'm going to get through this, but what I do know is chanting needs to happen. So let me just put all my energy into chanting, and I can't take care of anything else. So I did that. I just poured everything that I had into my chanting and making sure everyone on the bus is having an uplifting time. And yes, I had some pain when I was drinking water, but I stopped thinking about it after a couple of hours. And over the past 10 days or so, I had tried all sorts of medicines that I could find in Singapore to cure me of this condition. Nothing worked. And when I reached our hotel in Ranikhet near Babaji's cave, I went to the washroom, and when I was brushing my teeth before going to bed, I suddenly realized that I'm not feeling those sores anymore. And when I opened my mouth to look in the mirror, they were completely gone. Were completely gone. And that was a very, very powerful experience for me. And it showed me that, we think we have these limitations and we get really bogged down by what we see in front of us. But if we can muster up just a little bit more willpower and say, yes, I'm going to do it. I have challenges, but God, you take care of it. Then amazing things can happen. And that saying yes as a principle opens the door to attuning ourselves to the gurus as well. Because if we say no to what the guru is asking of us, we are closing ourselves off from the flow of grace. And Yogananda ji would tell his disciples, if you shut me out, how can I come in? Right? And there was one lady who came to Yogananda ji and said very simply that, Master, I have found another guru and I am going to follow him. And so you can imagine saying that to your guru. But Master said very calmly, okay, then I withdraw my ray. Right. So just as Chika was mentioning, that first step needs to come from us, that saying yes is our job and everything else is Divine Mother's job. Right. So all we have to do is make sure that we are doing our best. There was a very sweet story also from a disciple of Anandamayi Ma, and this disciple was suffering a lot. She was admitted in the hospital, going through all sorts of challenges. And Anandamayi Ma came to see her disciple. And the disciple was in pain, but of course glad that her guru had come to be with her. And Anandamayi Ma said, my child, smile. And she said, Ma, how can I smile? I'm in so much pain. And then Anandamayi Ma kept saying, no, you have to smile. Give me your best smile. And the disciple smiled, whatever little fake smile she could pull out of herself. And then Anandamayi Ma said, good, now I can help you. Right? Because if we are constantly thinking, no, I'm too sick, I can't do it, I don't have the power, then the masters can, all 5 of them can be standing with you, but nothing will happen. But if you just say, yes, I can, or maybe I can, then they find just a little bit of an opening where they can enter. And their power is such that the opening starts to become bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's what we saw in the life of Swami Kriyananda. He had completely removed any tendency to say no. Everything he accomplished, hundreds of books, hundreds of pieces of music, communities, training so many people, thousands of lectures, he repeatedly gave us the secret. He said, I am doing it not by myself, but because of God's power and my Guru's grace. And all he did was just say yes, yes, yes. And for more than 60 years, he kept saying yes. And that is the example he set for all of us. So let's remember to keep saying yes. And today, it's a very pertinent topic because we are going to announce the Seva teams for the spiritual fair. So this whole satsang was a big trick to, to get you all to serve. But it's an evergreen principle, and let's make sure to implement it as much as we can in our spiritual lives. Joy to you. Let's have an arti now. Father, Mother, Friend, our God, we thy wonders all acclaim. Father, Mother, Friend, our God, we thy wonders all acclaim. May our thoughts be only of thee, train our hearts to sing thy name. All desires born of delusion, here we lay, Lord, at thy feet. All desires born of delusion, here we lay, Lord, at thy feet. Thy one light brought by our great masters, make us ever one with thee. Thy one light brought by our great masters, make us ever one with thee. Thy one light brought by our great masters, make us ever one